I think we're right where we need to be. I think the guys came out and accomplished the goals that we needed to accomplish. The most important thing that we wanted to do is win last week. I thought the guys did a great job of that. Now, the thing that we're focusing on, because we put it on tape, is just the details and the fundamentals, just making sure that we're focused on that moving forward.
How about your young guys? You had some young guys contribute, score some touchdowns during the game. What do you like about your rookies?
I think our young guys did a great job of showing what they're capable of. I know a young kid, 25, stepped up. McCole stepped up. But also, too, just across the board, I thought guys did some good things. But there were some things that they didn't do as well. And when it's all said and done with, we just want to make sure that they're focused on the detail. Because at the end of the day, it's about executing with great attention to details to give ourselves a chance, all right, when everything is on the line.
Eric, you guys liked Darwin Thompson as you drafted him, but is he maybe more advanced than you thought he'd be at this point in camp?
One thing I'll say, guys never surprise me when they come to training camp because things change. You put the pads on. You just want to see how they handle the stress of preparing and playing every day and performing. And so I'm not shocked and surprised. We knew what we saw on tape. The kid did a heck of a job. Now, the kid still needs to continue to work on some things that he needs to improve upon, and Coach Dillon is doing a heck of a job with him.
Do you plan to get him maybe a little more work against Pittsburgh Saturday night than he got the other night?
Well, as a staff, we've been focusing on what we're doing out here. We haven't quite talked about the Pittsburgh Steelers, but we'll have that discussion in the very near future.
What do you need to see in the Pittsburgh game from some of these guys that are in tight position battles, like backup tight end, some of the wide receivers down the depth chart? What are you looking to get out of them?
Just like I just said, I'm looking forward to watching those guys improve upon some of the mistakes that they made last week. That's important. All of these guys have a tremendous amount of talent. Talent gives you a chance, but you got to go out there and execute with some consistency. So we want to make sure that these guys are taking the coaching, all right, and then applying it on game day.
Was there one guy you were high on coming into camp, Sean Lovett? How disappointing is it to see him have the injury after looks to do pretty well early in the preseason game? And then just what has been your message to him?
Well, and I'll say this. Normally I don't discuss injuries, but the kid did a heck of a job. Now, one thing I will say is that the kids that are in there, they're performing. I mean, you got Blake Bell who stepped up. I mean, Kaiser has stepped up. Deion Yelder. These guys are doing a good job of performing under pressure. That's why we're here. We want to see who can handle that. And Tom Melvin has done a great job of preparing those guys, and they've handled it very well.
Well, a guy like Marcus Kemp has come out there and shown out. He's playing with the ones a little bit today. Could you talk more to his performance and just overall the depth at receiver?
Kemp has been doing this now for a while for us. Kemp is a very, very consistent player. He doesn't receive the attention that he normally receives because why? He's one of those guys, he's a jack of all trades. He's just a guy you plug in on special teams. He's made his mark there. But also, too, people forget how good of a receiver he is. He's a big body receiver. He knows the entire offense, and he just comes out there and make plays when given the opportunity to do so. And that's what you want to see out of young developing players. Go on.
What do you think Carlos Hyde brings to this team?
Carlos brings a tremendous amount of experience. He's played in this league for a number of years. He's a bigger body. I just think the kid has tremendous upside.
In what ways do you and Greg Lewis need to see McCole improve upon for him to maybe get some looks with the top team?
He's done it. First of all, let me rewind.
Yeah.
He's done a good job, okay? But we want him to make sure he's putting consistent behavior on tape. He's very smart. The kid takes coaching, and he understands the little things and the details of it. But when it's all said and done with, it's getting these guys to understand the level of professionalism it takes to play at a high level. And we need him to play at a high level. It's not just going to happen on game day. He has to learn how to practice at a high level on a consistent basis every single day that we're out here.
And when you guys called the play the other day where he scored, when you call that, you think this is a touchdown play, or did he show you a little more on that play?
I say this: any play we call, we're designing them all to score a touchdown.
Right, yeah. So sometimes you know it's going to pop. Was that one of those where you're like, this is a really good spot for this play?
I thought the O-line, the quarterback, obviously, and our tight ends, they did a heck of a job of basically executing the play, which gave him the opportunity to just do what he do. with his athletic ability and just put his foot down and score. So it was just a combination of all those guys.
Travis missed some. Sorry, go ahead.
Eric, all that speed you guys have now on the outside, what does that allow you to do as an offensive coordinator that you couldn't do otherwise if you weren't quite so fast on the outside?
I mean, we're still going to be who we are. We're not going to change our identity. Does it help that we have more speed? Yes. Does it help that we feel like we have more talent? Yes. But we want to make sure these guys make the most of the opportunity. It's about putting consistent behavior on tape. It's about being fundamentally sound. It's about detailing the little things. It's also about timing up those routes with the quarterbacks, but also, too, understanding their importance in the run game of making blocks downfield, which can spring open big plays for the runners.
Travis, some of the offseason work, in your eyes, did he just kind of get right back to what you'd expect at a what is one of the better tight ends in the game?
I would say this, probably one of the most impressive things about Trav being injured this offseason was his coaching ability. Trav did a heck of a job of coaching those guys up, and he's the leader in that room. He's been in this offense now. This is his 7th season. I thought he did a great job of directing and coaching those guys. And then when he comes out here in the field, he just falls right back in place.
You've been a player and obviously now a coach coordinator. Do you see that in his future potentially? I mean, I know he's a long way to that point, but in Trav?
Well, that's up to Trav. I will say this. Is he smart? Yes. Is he intelligent? Yes. Does he understand how to play the game and teach it? Yes. If he decides to go this crazy route, that's on him.